$2 million and a dancing monkey? That wasn't stupid. It was genius marketing. What's up? I'm Eddie Babine, Eddie the Madman here with another video. Today I'm going to be breaking down the original E-Trade commercial, the E-Trade monkey commercial, Super Bowl 2000. Crazy Town, USA, that was 26 years ago. I wasn't even in ad school at that time, but this commercial got me so hyped, and I couldn't wait to get into ad school once I saw this commercial. Honestly, it's one of my favorite commercials of all time. Let's watch it, and then I'll break it down and tell you why it worked and all that fun stuff. Let's roll the tape.
La cucaracha, ay qué buena para bailar. La cucaracha.
It's time for E-Trade, the number one place to invest online.
Absolutely freaking genius. I love this commercial so much. It is a perfect combination of smart and intelligent, obviously smart and intelligent, the same thing. Smart, funny, unique, memorable, but so simple too, right? That everyone just remembers what it was. But what was the insight behind it? Again, remember we were talking about insights and breaking down the psychology of advertising here. What is the insight again? I'm going to repeat this in all the videos just because I want to. The more it's ingrained in your head, the more you're going to remember it, right? The insight is a universal truth. What is that human behavior and how do humans react and how do we think and all of that? Finding what that is and defining what the benefit is and bringing it together. And that's when you get magic, right? So for here, this ad came out in 2000 actually, and online trading was brand new, and the whole .com, and people didn't trust it, right? So E-Trade needed to make, and what they're trying to do is make old school brokers look really outdated and really arrogant, and everything was brokers were very costly, and there was a lot of money being wasted, and all that. So wasteful spending was top of mind for a lot of people even back then, right? In a number of ways. That's from the financial broker side. Even from the consumer side, look, we all waste money in some shape or form, right? Maybe you have too many pairs of shoes. Can you really have too many pairs of shoes? Probably. Maybe you spend $9 on a latte every morning. Hey, and teach their own. I don't judge. But regardless, the spending is always top of mind, right? Again, universal truth, human behavior, how people spend their money is always top of mind. Everyone is always thinking about their finances, regardless of where you are on the wealth scale, right? So that's why this worked so perfectly. You got consumers thinking about their spending, and where better to do that than the Super Bowl when it was so expensive for a commercial, right? So we just spent $2 million on this ad. What are you doing with your money? Pretty crazy talking about spending. It was only $2 million for a 30-second buy 26 years ago. Now it's 10 million, which is absolutely bonkers, right? But hey, inflation, what are you going to do? So again, what's the lesson here, right? Sometimes the best way to call out your competition is not to attack them directly, but to indirectly do it through self-deprecation, by making fun of yourself first, right? And doing that, and again, in a really funny and simple way. So, was it a waste of $2 million, or was it the smartest money that E-Trade has spent? I say the latter. Until they went to the baby and the E-Trade baby, which I'll get into at some point on this channel as well, which is also great advertising. So they did some great stuff. It's also a lesson to not just to students, to anybody in the industry who has been working for a while and just like again, E-Trade. Like, who wants to work on a financial account? Oh, it doesn't sound like fun, but you can do some great things with it, right? The Milk Advisory Board or the Processing Board, whatever it was called. No one would want to work on that. Created one of the greatest campaigns of all time. Every single product or brand, it doesn't matter how big or small it is, it's an opportunity to do great things. I don't care how boring the brand may perceive to be. There's great advertising to be made regardless, right? Even though you yourself are a creator, you yourself are a brand. You might have a small little Etsy online shop. You might have a little restaurant, a little coffee shop. You might just be an influencer doing vlogging or whatever, right? It doesn't matter what your brand is. by tapping into human behavior and understanding psychology, understanding who your audience is, you can come up with something fantastic and simple that really resonates and can really move the needle for you and get more followers, get more sales, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever problem you're trying to solve, right? At the end of the day, again, advertising is nothing more than creative problem solving through storytelling. That's it, right? So that's about it. What do you think? Was it the smartest way, spent of $2 million, or the dumbest? I'm curious what you think about this commercial. Let me know. Also, let me know in the comments of any commercial that you would want me to react to, and I'd be happy to do so and break it down, tell you why it worked or why it didn't. I'm gonna be doing a lot of that. So just since I'm kicking off the channel, I'm going over some of my favorites first, some of the smartest ones to really break that down. I don't want to get into negative like this sucked and this didn't work yet. I want to show you some of the best examples of why some of the best ones worked. So you see some of the best, so that when you see some of the worst, it'll make even more sense. So that's the game plan anyway. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Please click the like and then click on the little red button thingy that says subscribe for more content. So I'm going to be putting out a bunch of videos. Today's Super Bowl Sunday. By the time you see this, the Pats win. I'm saying it again. Hopefully they did. But I'm going to be putting out progressively, like probably one, maybe two a day. And all that. But I have a course coming out I'm going to show you in detail how you can do this for yourself, and then some group coaching and be just doing a lot of fun stuff coming up, right? So stay tuned, kids. Let's have some fun out there in ad land. So anyway, it's Eddie the Madman. Mad about ads, and I love them. I think they're great. The great ones anyway. The ones that suck, and I'll tell you why. But anyways, I'll see y'all later.